not usually a conversation some would have, but it seems skin colour wasn't off limits. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex sat down with Oprah Winfrey for a tell-all interview, and they revealed the royals discussed how dark-skinned Prince Harry and his wife Meghan's son would be. The couple explained their reasons for leaving official royal duties. Meghan also spoke out for the first time about her mental health issues since becoming a member of the royals. So let's discuss this now with Royalist and web editor Arlene Prinsloo. A very good morning to you, Arlene. I mean, what can we expect? What more can we expect? And should we be surprised by what we've been hearing already?
I was a little bit surprised this morning. Royal commentators have been speculating that Meghan and Harry would play the victim card. They like to play that. But I felt that the Duchess was very sincere when she spoke about her mental health battles, and that she actually, contemplated committing suicide. I think it's a very, very serious accusation that Buckingham Palace will need to address, definitely.
And Prince Charles hasn't come out too well, has he?
I actually expected that Prince William would be thrown under the bus, and I was surprised that it's not actually Prince Charles. Yes, I also suspect that the conversations that were had with senior royals concerning Archie's skin colour was probably with his father, Prince Charles.
How damaging is this likely to be to the royal family? I mean, it's a family that constantly gets hit and attacked from inside and outside, but what do you think the fallout will be?
It's going to be in the news for about 14 days from today, and then it will probably die down. But this interview, Charles has really taken a bad hit, exactly like he did in 1995 when Diana did her panorama interview with the BBC. So his path to become king is full of obstacles. I don't think he's going to be an overwhelmingly favourable king. He's very old-fashioned, but the House of Windsor will survive. The Queen is still in the driving seat. She probably will be in the driving seat for a few years to come, and we've got William in the backdrop. So their future is secure, but they're definitely going to take a hit after this.
I mean, many people think it still operates in an archaic manner, but you would think that this sort of interview would really reveal or expose the cracks there that need to be addressed, not only in the royal family, but when it comes to coverage. I mean, some of the media out there, some of the comments are disgusting.
I agree with you, Jane. That's why I feel that it was important for Meghan to actually voice and Harry to actually, I mean, they've done it before, but this whole environment with Oprah, it was good to voice how bad they were treated by the press. But secondly, the archaic system is what has secured the House of Windsor, but it definitely needs to be modernized. There's no question about that. I think that will probably happen a little bit when Charles takes over, but more when William and Catherine finally get to the throne. But I mean,
her marrying in, Meghan marrying into the royal family, I mean, this really was a missed opportunity, wasn't it, to reform?
It was an absolute missed opportunity to reform. What concerned me in the interview was that she said she was welcomed by the family with open arms, and that thing changed after the Australia tour. And that's when all the leaks started about, the PAs resigning the one after another. So I think a bit of jealousy. Again, I'm hitting the ball into the court of Clarence House, Charles's household. I think jealousy. They don't like being rivals in the royal family, but they like to be the most popular. And I think with the racism, jealousy definitely played a role in this tragic outcome, as I would put it.
Okay, I'm going to take a completely different view. I mean, everybody seems to be in their camp. Is there a chance that we've been duped?
There's a big chance that we've been duped. I tried to stay objective. But yes, there's a chance. We must also remember they've been very open about what they've experienced, but the palace is not going to comment on everything. They've got this motto of we don't explain and we don't complain. So just like with the Prince Andrew accusations, you know, the palace has been quiet, silent. They don't say a thing. So
yeah, I was going to ask you about
I'm eagerly waiting.
Do you think
I'm eagerly waiting to hear what they're going to say about this interview.
Exactly. I mean, you'd think that they'd have to respond in some manner.
They will definitely. Look, the Queen is going to be briefed this morning when she wakes up, and I'm sure her household has already sort of come up with a press release, but she's the one who's ultimately going to say yay or nay. But
because you'd think that her subjects, the public would want to. You'd think that the public would want some sort of explanation, some sort of way forward.
They're definitely going to ask for an explanation. Due to the tabloid press, I think there's a very anti-Meghan and Harry feeling. But most Brits are currently more concerned about their children going back to school today and the pandemic. So I'd like to see how it plays out in the next 2-3 days. I could just see the royal commentators this morning. It's a serious allegation, this one of racism. It's a serious one. It's not going to go away.
No.
It can't go away. It's not like Prince Andrew that you can put in a cupboard and say we're not commenting. They will need to give some sort of comment.
And he's another one, right? Whew. Okay, Arlene Prinsloo, thank you very much for talking to us. Now, I know that you're going to be watching, definitely, tonight.